Believe it or not, you are not behind on AI yet. That window is closing faster than you think. The reality is most people are still using AI the wrong way, are not using it at all. And that is exactly why this video exists. By the time you finish watching this, you are going to understand how AI actually works under the hood, how to prompt it like a professional, and how to build AI employees that work for you on repeat, and how to future-proof yourself so AI becomes your greatest advantage instead of your biggest threat. And if you stay until the very end, you, my friend, will be ahead of 99% of the people still trying to figure this out. I am not your typical tech voice. I have over 20 years in business, over 10 million in career sales. I have been featured in Forbes as an AI business strategist, and I have more than 10,000 hours dedicated to AI. I am literally obsessed. Today, I'm going to break down all of this for you, starting with how it works. Before you can master AI, you need to understand what is exactly and actually happening when you type something into the chat box. Because once you get this, everything else in this video is going to click. Here is the simplest way I can explain it. Take all the world's information right now. Every book, every article, every video transcript, every podcast, every document, decades and decades of human knowledge. AI has been able to consume all of it, and it has broken all of that information down into teeny pieces called tokens. Now, here is the part most people get wrong. AI is not thinking. It is not sitting there reasoning through your question like a human would. It is predicting. It is the world's most sophisticated prediction engine. When you type, "the customer is always," the AI looks at every pattern it ever has seen and predicts the most likely word next, which is right. That is all it is doing over and over, one word at a time, at an insane speed. So why does this matter to you? Because the quality of what you put in directly controls the quality of what you get out. If you give AI a lazy surface level prompt, it pulls from the most generic average patterns it has, and you get a generic average answer back. But if you feed it the specifics of your business, your audience, your sales, especially your sales process, your goals, it now has rich context to pull from. And the output goes from sounding like a chatbot to sounding like a senior strategist on your team. AI is not magic, my friends. It is a pattern recognition in a high-level strategic suit. And once you understand that, you stop blaming the tool for bad results and start taking ownership of what you feed it. This is the foundation. Now, let me show you exactly how to feed it the right way. The secret to the perfect output is the prompt. Most entrepreneurs are giving AI the equivalent of a text message and expecting it to do magic. You can actually give these models books worth of information to guide them before they even give you an answer. When I work with a business owner who is struggling to make AI sound right, I teach them this 4-pillar framework to fix their messaging in seconds. With that being said, let's freaking go, which is the rule. You have to tell the AI exactly who to be. Don't just say, "write me an email." Say, "act as a world-class marketing strategist focused on high-ticket sales conversion." This tells the AI to ignore 99% of the noise and focus only on the professional data that matters. Then we have the context. Give it the background. Upload your sales transcripts. Don't be scared. Your marketing documents are your brand voice. The more you feed its brain, the more specific the output becomes. Next up, we have the command. You must be explicit. Tell it exactly what you need it to do. No vague request. No do better. The format is up next. Tell it how to deliver the work. Do you want it in a bulleted list? Do you want a table for your CRM? Or do you want a PDF summary? If you provide high quality input, your AI outputs will suddenly feel like they were written by a senior manager, not a chatbot. If you want to master AI, you have to pick one tool and stop switching up. I see so many people jumping from ChatGPT to Claude to Gemini, back to ChatGPT. Every time a new feature drops, That is just productivity procrastination, my friends. Mastering AI is like mastering an instrument. If you try to learn the piano, guitar, and the drums all at once, you're gonna be mediocre at all of them. So do me a favor and pick one. Go deep, and once you master the logic of one language model, the others become so easy. Here is how I break down the big three for entrepreneurs. Claude, let's talk about it. This is currently the leader of the pack for deep thinking, creative writing, and complex coding. It feels the most human if you need long-form content, brand voice consistency, or you want to build out SOPs and internal documents that actually sound like you actually wrote them. Claude is going to be your go-to for this. It is incredible for breaking down strategy, giving you layered responses that don't feel robotic. Let's talk about Gemini. If your business lives in Google Workspace and you need real-time research with up-to-date data, Gemini is incredible. I want you to think market research, competitor analysis, pulling insights from your Google Drive, summarizing meeting notes, and creating content briefs with live data baked into it. If Google runs your backend, Gemini will plug right in there nicely. Next up is ChatGPT. And if you are still using ChatGPT in 2026, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. Let's be real, ChatGPT is the GOAT. It is the one that's made me the most amount of money. And if you use this tool, do not worry, my friends, it is still amazing. It is the tool that started this whole entire movement, and it is still one of the best tools on the market. Where ChatGPT really shines is strategizing, brainstorming, and operating as your co-founder, really helping you think better. When you need to think things through, like a business model, stress test an idea, map out a launch plan, or just give it a back and forth conversation where the AI challenges your assumptions and really helps you think bigger, ChatGPT is a lead at that. It also has the most integrations of any AI tool, hands down. So if you are looking for an all-in, one daily driver for your business operations that's gonna hold it down, this is it. Now, if you wanna go deeper than what I just covered in this video, check the link in my bio where I give you my free AI cash flow architect system. This is where you stop experimenting with AI tools and start installing AI cash flow operating systems. It is an executive playbook that shows you how to deploy AI across every single department in your business. It doesn't even matter what size business you have. Let's freaking go. Let's move to the push to pull prompting. This is where we get advanced. Most people use push prompting. They do 80% of the work and ask AI to do the last 20% of the work. They are basically telling the AI how to do every single step. The top 1% use pull prompting. Instead of telling AI how to do it, you start with the outcome and you let the AI determine the best way to get there. I want you to think of it like a GPS. You don't tell the GPS to turn left at the church. You just tell it its destination and let it find the fastest route. Give the AI your outcome. For example, let's look at this. I need a sales sequence that converts cold leads into booked calls. And then say this, ask me every question you need for you to create this for me. Let the AI pull the information out of you. That's my trick. My trick is use the voice to text feature to answer its questions, make it a conversation, and watch it cook. So now that you know which tools are out there, the question becomes, how do you actually make AI work for you specifically? Not giving you generic answers, not cookie cutter responses, answers that actually sound that like they came from someone that's human, who actually knows about your business inside out. That is where the master prompt comes in, and this part changes everything. Think of a master prompt as a job manual. When you hire a new employee at a company, you don't just tell them to sit down at a desk and say, figure it out. You give them an onboarding package. You tell them who the company is, what the goals are, and how you communicate, what the standards are. A master prompt is that exact same thing, except you are writing it for AI. You literally introduce yourself to the AI. You are saying, hi, here is who I am, here is what I do, here is how I talk, here is what matters to me, and here are the goals I am working towards. You upload that context once, and suddenly every single answer the AI gives you is laser focused on your specific situation. No more generic, no more robotic, no more it sounds weird. It starts to respond exactly and actually where it knows you. Now, here is where it gets powerful. You don't just create this one time. You create multiple AI employees. Each one gets its own master prompt for a specific role. Let me give you an example. In my business, I have over 4 AI employees. I have one for AI content strategist that knows my brand voice, my audience, and my content calendar. I have another one that supports me as an AI copywriter that writes my emails, my sales pages, and my social captions in my exact tone. I have another one, which is my AI business strategist that helps me with pricing, offers, revenue planning, you name it. And I have an AI customer experience manager that helps me draft responses, onboarding sequences, and community communications. Each one of those AI employees has its own master prompt, its own job description, its own set of instructions. And because of that, every single one of them delivers world-class results every single time I use them. That's the difference between someone who is playing with AI and someone who is running a business with AI and becoming AI empowered. So now you have your AI employees set up. Each one knows who you are, how you think, and what your business is about. That is the master prompt doing its job. But here is the next level question. What happens when you need that AI employee to do the same task over and over and over again and get a perfect result every single time? This is where system prompts come in. Hello. And this is the difference between using AI like a hobby and using AI like a business. You are an expert AI engineer. Take everything we just did and turn it into a reusable system prompt that produces the same quality of output every single time. Ask me any questions you need to build it. The AI will then ask you clarifying questions, lock in the format, the tone, the structure, the guardrails, and hand you back a prompt that works like a machine. Once you have that dialed in, you save it. In ChatGPT, you save it as a custom GPT. In Claude, you save it as a project. And now you are not starting from scratch every single time you sit down to work. You open that project, give it the topic, and it delivers every single time. Same quality, same voice, same structure every single time. Listen, thank me later. Okay, that is how you go from one AI employee to an entire AI department. Your master prompts tells the AI who it is working for. Your system prompts tells it exactly how to do the job. And once both of those are locked in, you are not working harder, my friends. You are building little machines that handle the repeatable work so you can focus on the next big vision. So now you have the tools, you have the AI employees, you have the system prompts running like machines. The question becomes, what do you focus on now that AI is handling the heavy lifting? Because here is the truth nobody is talking about right now in this space. AI is evolving every single day. Every week there is a new model, a new feature, a new update, a new tool. And if you try to keep up with every update, you will burn out. Trust me, I'm talking from experience. The way you stay ahead is not by chasing every shiny new thing. It is by leaning into the things that AI simply cannot replace. And there are 3 of them. Let's talk about it. The first is taste. AI can generate 1,000 pieces of content in an hour, but it cannot tell you which one is actually great. That is your job. Taste is the ability to look at what AI produces and say, that is fire, or that is trash, okay? And you only develop that by immersing yourself in excellence. Study the best of the best in your industry. Start reading more books, consume high quality content, train your eyes so that you can look at AI and know when it's good. You know exactly which one will land with your audience. The second is vision. AI can optimize what already exists. It can make things faster, tighter, more efficient, but it cannot imagine what does not exist yet. This is a human gift. As an entrepreneur, business owner, your job is not to be in the weeds doing tasks all day. Your job is to think. Schedule time to sit with your own thoughts and ask yourself, where is my business going in 12 months, in 3 years? What does my empire look like when it is fully built? Machines cannot dream for you. You are the visionary. That vision is yours alone. The third is care. And this is the one that hits the hardest, especially for entrepreneurs. AI can write your emails, it can draft your onboarding sequences, it can handle your customer responses, but it cannot build a real relationship. It cannot look someone in the eye on a Zoom call and make them feel seen. It cannot show up in your community and make someone feel like they matter. The time that AI saves you should go directly into the things that actually grow a business. Celebrating your clients, leading your team, building genuine communities, trying to make $1 million, and being present with your family. Relationships and community are the things AI will never disrupt. This is your ultimate competitive edge, and no algorithm can touch it. Now, if you have made it all the way to the end of this video, I want to talk directly to you because most people clicked away 5 minutes ago. The fact that you're still here rocking with me tells me something about who you are and your character. But I am not going to do what everybody else on YouTube does right now. I am not going to tell you to don't worry, take your time, you will figure it out. No, I'm going to tell you the truth. I get worried when I come across people that are not worried about AI. That actually concerns me because while you're sitting on the sidelines thinking this does not apply to you, someone in your exact lane, industry with half your experience is using AI to move twice as fast and execute. And that gap is only getting wider. Whether you are making your first $1,000 a month or pushing towards $100,000 a month, the window to get ahead of this is still open, but it is closing, my friends. And every day you wait, you are not staying in the same place. You are actually falling behind. So here is my challenge to you. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, today, pick one boring, repetitive task in your business or even your life and build an AI workflow to handle it. Just one. That is how you hire your first AI employee. 10 minutes of action will beat 10 hours of watching tutorials every single time. Pick up the pace, move in urgency, because the entrepreneurs who figure this out right now are the ones who will not be replaceable later. I'll see you in the next one.